Shake was our first song released, and it was really weird because we wrote the song, seems like 28 years ago, played it for the label, and they released it. Before we even talked about making a record, it's like they totally ambushed us and knew they had a story, had to make a record sooner than later because we wouldn't commit to anything. And so like in November it comes out, and the album's like on April 8th, so it was kind of weird, but at the same time, I was like, man, we haven't written any other songs. Why do we think this is the single? And looking back, it was definitely God's timing because with everything that happened in our lives, us going into this new season, Shake was the perfect song to kind of, no pun intended, shake things up, but it's musically it's not the kind of song we'd normally release or play, and it's totally a different vibe for MercyMe. We're not reinventing the wheel, but we kind of are in MercyMe's camp because it's not the typical song we would write. And for it to come out, and I thought, the message at first I thought, well, is there enough of a message there? But looking back, it's like, it's probably the perfect thing to say because, I can't dance to save my life. I just dance for my kids to make them laugh. But the idea of the song is that when you truly understand grace and trust that the gospel and the cross was for you and that you were worth it, man, how can you sit still? And that really is where I am in life. And I want to approach life that way. That, man, it's not, in the grand scheme of things, it's never going to be more than the cross. It's like I am good. I am free. I am taken care of. And so the rest kind of becomes gravy. It doesn't mean I'm not going to go through pain and go through times where I can barely breathe. It's going to happen. But even when I don't see it, Christ says, I've still got you. It's still good. You may not feel like you're good, but let me take care of those moments. You're good. And so, yeah, when that starts to sink in, man, it's hard not to at least pretend you're a dancer and break it down a little bit. So, yeah, Shake was a good first choice.
Great God Almighty done change me. Great God Almighty, He done change me.